Here we're working on Val's roof for the second day. I climbed up there the first day, scraped everything clean, and then applied some lap sealant, and this is just the second day. And the finishing touches. And of course this is before I acquired my ladder, so I had to use my gymnast skills. Rochi Lua, ready for dinner. Some carrots and some rice. Good boy. He's a good dude. One of my favorite parts about being out here and nomadic is cooking for fellow campers and going from project to cooking, from project to cooking. Here I'm in Quartzsite and cooking for Val and Brandon after working on his van build, I believe, or this might be right before the van build. But the bliss of just concentrating on the food and making sure people are fed is definitely one of my favorite parts. Oh, we're gonna make some RV lemonade. Some sugar. Let's do that. Cause I want some in my coffee. Okay. I don't have any use for this lemon juice, but for bartenders, I would take this lemon and I would juice a lemon. The fresh lemon juice is the best for cocktails, right? But to make an extremely good lemonade, this lemon flavor, lemon zest, I would squeeze this, use the fresh juice for my cocktails, and then the remnants of this would just go in here and let it soak in water. The next day add sugar, and then you have lemonades with incredible tannins and bitter notes that don't come with just the lemon juice itself. So today I'm not squeezing this any different. I'll just squeeze. I'm not saving this lemon juice for cooking or anything, and I'm not making any cocktails, so I'm just going to squeeze this lemon and then drop it right in there. Same thing here, squeeze it in there, drop it right in there. And then I do believe I have some fun things that I can work with. Right here, boom. Here we have some hibiscus. So this is going to be a hibiscus lemonade. I got some sugar in there. I can always add more sugar later. Always add more sugar later. How much hibiscus flavor I want, I'm not sure. Let's go with that. Let's go with that. So we got our lemon, we got our hibiscus, we have our sugar. I see some little bit of rosemary here. Just like with everything else, we are going to add a pinch of salt. Outside I had the boiling water, so pardon me 1 second. I just boiled this water for coffee, and then now this other hot water is going to steep our lemonade. Woo-wee, look at that color. So after we let this steep for quite a bit, again, it was just the lemon juice, the lemons itself, just squeezed, put right in there, hibiscus, some rosemary, some salt, some sugar. Once this steeps for quite a while, I will let it cool off and then I'll taste it. If I need to add more sweetness to it, I will. If not, I'll just enjoy. Cheers.
The three of us have had such a freaking blast this weekend. It's been like the perfect mixture of relaxing, but we've also all like gotten a lot done, and the it's just been so nice. And we plan, I don't know.
Monday afternoon, I sent Brandon to Blythe, California, out west. He's picking up some flooring because we got his bed frame kind of figured out, we think anyway, so I went ahead and primered it. I did do 2 different time lapse and I forgot to turn off the star overexposure on it, so they're just white blurs, but they were great time lapses. You're just gonna have to believe me. But this is the plan that we were working on, and like I said, we got much further than we thought today. I cleaned all of his van, shop vac twice, hit it with carpet cleaner, and he moved his whole setup from his van into here, including his bed, which has his bed frame, but he doesn't want that bed frame, so we created a new one. And we created a new one, and based off of this, this is even inaccurate. This is actually the back of the bed frame, and we have a big storage compartment. He's getting 3/4 inch board on top of this, and that would be in the back of his van, but that will be his garage basically, and that will fit his generator, his propane tank, and most of his tools. And then this will be on the opposite side, the driver's side, but the posts go tall. This is the bed runner. Opposite of that bed runner, there is one more leg post that's going to get tucked in this corner, because with the 2x4 building, 2x4 bed runners and post, he's going to be resting his head here. He's never going to put enough weight to do worry about that. So we're going to put that last leg in this corner, and it's going to free up all that space in his garage. And then these posts go tall because we're going to run 10 foot or 12 foot all the way to the back of his driver's seat. And then we're going to tie his kitchenette that we're going to build, that will house his cooler and whatnot, attached with that. So we'll have a tall runner that goes all the way to the front, and then we have a front wall that's being built. But this is just Monday. Yesterday he had everything in his van. This morning we finished cleaning it out, cleaned it all up, gave it a detail, and then started building this, and it's already primered. He should be back from Blythe, as you can see from the sun. Usually sets around 6:30, so we're looking at probably 3:30 now this time. I'm just guessing, but if I have anything to do with this, then by Wednesday it'll be done.
I got a sunken bedroom. You know how in real estate they say they're videoing? I got a sunken bedroom. Slash living room, slash kitchen, slash dining room, slash.
It's Saturday. We're out here in Quartzsite. Getting up here. This is the new puzzle of the day. I see this vent is very dry rotted and cracked. And this is right above her fridge, and her fridge is running awesome. But I think what I'm going to do is try to sand this without breaking it. Sand it here, try to sand it here, sand it here, and then run fiberglass over this crack. Run fiberglass over it. If I have enough, I only have 2 strips of fiberglass. I have plenty of resin left, but fiberglass over this, maybe get some there. I think a lot of this once I fiberglassed much as possible, then we have some sealant to run around it, and I think that should be okay.
That ain't part of a caravan or something.
Try and get... Sun is bright. Sun is bright. Hey, another big, huge win today. Huge win today. I'm working on the propane system, right? And I dug underneath here. I can show you what I had on here before. So, get in here in my Merce. And I had all these pieces on here before. Okay, I took them with me. So previously on this machine coming out from right from the tank where you see the valve there, that's the output, and then it went into this guy. This guy was together like this. Okay, so this was together like here, and then this previously was like this. So this came down. This came down here. And this hooked in. Okay, this was kind of stripped already. These are reverse when they go in like this. So lefty tighty on these. Okay, and then I had this gas plug. So this is a one-way seal on this. It looks like it's sealed, but it can intake gas. This was hooked to this, and I don't need to hook it all back up, but you get the picture. And I had a leak here and a leak here, and it had some Teflon tape, and then I took this apart. So I took this apart. Normally this was on the propane tank, but then I had a leak right here, and then I put a wrench. You can see a wrench, and I should have had a clue that there's no flat edges, there's no wrench spot or anything on here, but I just ignored that and said I could take it apart, and grabbed the wrench and eventually successfully took this apart. I thought it had putty on it, or it had some kind of glue, and then when I took this into RV Lifestyles, the guy said you need this new part, because and this new part alone is $80, and all it gives you is an extra hookup to hook up to another tank, and you're not supposed to be able to take this apart, and I did. So instead of buying this and hooking it back up the way, Kim over at RV Lifestyles, seeing that my vent was still pointing down. It's important to have the vent point down when you're doing propane, and this was stripped out, and I needed a new one of these. So our solution actually was to get another regulator, and the vent is on the bottom, which still points down, and then this gave us the new piece here, and it's connected. And right now I could hear a hiss down here. We called him Mr. Snake. And then when I sprayed water and soap solution, I could see bubbles. We call him Mr. Bubbles. And then the smell, we call him Mr. Skunk. This time around, when I turn it on, I don't have no Mr. Skunk, no Mr. Snake, and no Mr. Bubbles. So we're good to go. On to the next problem. Oh, it's Saturday, and we are already leaving Quartzsite. The winds have changed. I have had a friend contact me and offer me to do some work on his property in Payson, Arizona. So me and Lua, he's all ready to go. Packed up somewhat. Hopefully too many things don't fall. Gonna go get gas in Quartzsite, and then stop in Phoenix to see some friends for lunch, and then head on to Payson. Plan is to be in Payson tonight, unless I stay for some reason in Phoenix. But got about a quarter tank of fuel. I got the Magnus Carlson podcast with Joe Rogan and Tony Hinchcliffe dialed up, and we're gonna get on the road.